What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Ghost Rider issue number 5, as this story follows Johnny Blaze. Him and Ghost Rider, they haven't really been on the same page, not knowing what happens when Ghost Rider takes over, not really fully understanding what has been going on with him. Not only that, there has been a cut on the back of his head. There appears to be something living inside of his head, completely unaware of what this thing is. By all appearances, it looks like it is poisoning the both of them. But Ghost Rider has left a message. Johnny Blaze needs to get to Hell's Backbone, letting him know, ride or die. Now, be sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure you guys like that video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we pick up with issue number 5, this one is really getting the story underway. We're finally starting to understand everything that has been going on with Johnny and Ghost Rider, making their way through the countryside, from Ghost Rider to Johnny. It does not take them long to arrive in Utah. This is Hell's Backbone Rally. Ghost Rider had more or less begged him to come here. A message sketched out saying ride or die. Traveling such a long way to get here. Not really sure what is going on, but the both of them believing that this might be the end of the road, because Hell's Backbone Rally, it's not only considered the most dangerous ride in all the country, it is also rumored to be a vortex, a place where the veil between worlds is its thinnest. Looking around, seeing a whole slew of individuals from the Marvel Universe, from Doctor Doom to freaking Iron Man, this death race is about to get underway. And that's what takes us to Idaho. We have Agent Warroad, who currently has the magician known as Zeb, trying to figure out why people have been trying to keep her from finding Ghost Rider. And Zeb does give her a little information, letting her know that he's not with the Ghost Rider, but he is also not against the Ghost Rider. That he is trying to keep the balance of light and the balance of shadows. So not only is she messing with the wrong magician, she also has her crosshairs on the wrong target. As a whole murder of crows come in through the window, he lets her know that he could very easily have them pick the flesh from her bones. Believing that she has some pretty big stones, her carefree attitude, he wants to give her a second chance. But before he can say another word, Agent Wilmer hits him in the back with a crowbar. And then we see him transform, growing horns, having very sharp teeth, looking very demonic, letting Agent Warroad know that there is so much more about him that she does not know. As he goes in to attack Warroad, we pick up at the death race. This race begins at sunset. All of them here for the same reason, having individuals like Man-Thing, Rhino, Blade, Dracula, Iron Man, Doctor Doom, Moon Knight, Wolverine, a whole slew of individuals. And the only reason you would know about Hell's Backbone Rally is if you hung out with the wrong crowds. But there is a prize that is promised. If you ride Hell's Backbone from tail to horns, you get a console with the devil, and he will grant you one wish. Everybody here for their own reasons, speculating that maybe Black Widow is here so she can have some pittance, some forgiveness for her sins. Maybe individuals like Moon Knight would like to prevent this wish getting into the wrong hands. One thing Johnny Blaze does know is that Hell does not make good promises. But if he does win, he will ask for no wish. He will ask for only answers. There are no innocent individuals that need protecting here. This means that Johnny Blaze is on his own. The spirit of vengeance has left him to make this ride on his own. This ride getting underway, we see everybody out for themselves. One by one, we see riders being taken out. Johnny Blaze not knowing everybody, but he does recognize plenty of individuals. And he doesn't really care too much for everybody here. The truth is, nobody came looking for him when he needed them the most. So for all he cares, they can stay in his rearview mirror. And that includes individuals like Wolverine. We we see living shadows beginning to pop up all over the road, trying to grab hold of any rider that goes by. Johnny Blaze not stopping for a single soul. This is when they come up to the loop-de-loop. This is where flying demons begin taking out riders as they make their way through it. This is when Johnny Blaze recognizes that this is not a race. This is a recruitment gathering. Why should hell wait for these individuals to get there at those gates when they could serve themselves up on a freaking platter? They are delivering themselves directly to Satan. By coming here, they have unknowingly been enlisted in the army of shadows. The truth is, it doesn't matter if anybody makes it to the Horn Peak, because nobody wins tonight. With Johnny Blaze being taken down, one of his wheels being shot out, we see him fall down to the ground. And that is when finally, that cut in his head, whatever has been inside there, it begins to crawl out. And grabbing hold of him like a freaking face sucker, it begins to choke out Johnny Blaze. This is when Wolverine drives by, grabbing hold of Johnny and throwing him onto his bike. Logan trying to figure out what the heck is wrong with Johnny, but Johnny is too preoccupied letting him know that they have to close down the road. They have to stop this race from happening. With a tunnel being up ahead, we see the living shadow demons begin to close up any way of getting through, telling Johnny to hold on, having a tank full of nitrous. Wolverine lets loose the motorcycle, and just like that, it goes up in flames, closing down the tunnel and shutting off the road and any access to the other side. Wolverine believing that this is a win. Off to the side, we see Johnny Blaze getting taken in by all of these living shadows. Not only that, the face sucker is trying to choke him out still. Up on the cliffside, this is where we have an individual, one that goes by the name of Blackheart, whispering in the wind, letting Johnny know that he tried to give him a good and quiet life, that he rejected it. So he tried to enlist him into the violence for a grander purpose, but he rejected that as well. And so if he is not going to join them on their path to a shadow country, then Blackheart is going to have to take Johnny and Ghost Rider off the board completely. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So over the last 5 issues, they have been very vague on what is going on, who is responsible, and what really happened to Johnny Blaze. Now we finally understand that Blackheart has been behind all of it, more than likely being the one to implant this parasite into the back of his head, creating the fairy tale land that he had been living in. It looks like Blackheart was just trying to keep Ghost Rider at bay, trying to keep them subdued and quiet. That way he could operate without having to worry about any interference from the Ghost Rider, not knowing what his full intention may be, now exposing himself. Ghost Rider knows exactly who his enemy is going to be, looking like we might have a Wolverine Ghost Rider team up, feeling like a blast from the past. This is about to get very interesting. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you have not been keeping up with this story, go ahead, check out the link in my description, as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider. Now, if you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the Super Thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps us out. If you can't do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and until the next breakdown.